Hello guys, Manuel here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, I am Manuel. I am based in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Yes, I've been in Brazil for 4 good years and still counting. So if you're new on this channel, I proclaim the gospel about Brazil. I say things about Brazil, what people don't know about the country, and guidelines also for those that want to come into the country. I say update things about immigration, things in Brazil, pet tourism, tourist visa, postgrad rates, different things about Brazil. So if you go through, so if you're seeing this content for the first time, you can go through my previous content, then you can start watching things, places, everything about Brazil is on my page. So guys, let's get straight into today's video. So, guys, on today's content, I'm talking about the disadvantages of using a Brazilian to get your permanent resident. Yes, like in my previous video, I said ways. One of the ways which you can get your permanent resident is if you marry a Brazilian or you date a Brazilian. So, if you're now is if you are marrying a Brazilian, that means if a foreigner comes to this country and wants to use a Brazilian man or woman to get your permanent residence, you can get it. There's no problem with that. But one of the biggest disadvantages of you using a Brazilian guy or a lady to get your permanent residence is that when you get your PR first through a Brazilian, you'll be given 10 years, it's permanent residence, but your card lasts for 9 years. The card given to you lasts for 9 years. And after 6 months or after a year, you can start applying for your naturalization. So, this is the thing about it. If you get your PR through a Brazilian, you and that Brazilian have to be together. You and that Brazilian have to be together till your naturalization process is complete, till your passport is complete. It's through that same person you're going to use to get your naturalization. You can't say that okay, you get your PR maybe through a lady now, then doing your naturalization, you have to use another woman to get your naturalization. No, it does not work here. No, it's the same person you are using for your naturalization, for your PR. It's the same person you're going to use for your naturalization. That's how it works here. So actually, most Nigerians that are here, most people that have their PR already, maybe through all these arranged, maybe Brazilians or Brazilian man or Brazilian woman, most of them can't apply for the naturalization because that same person they use have to be the same person they use for naturalization. So it might maybe the person is not around again, or the person has left the country, or the person is dead. So you can't get your naturalization through another person. You see that same process you used to get your PR through that man or that woman, Brazilian man or woman. Is that same person you used to and get your what? Your naturalization. So in the case maybe you can't find the person again, you can't get the Brazilian that helped you for your PR again. If you can't get a Brazilian, the only ways which you can get your permanent your naturalization is if you give birth to a child here in Brazil. So that's the solution to it. That's the only solution to it. If not, you remain on your this thing, your permanent resident for life. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth. So most people like say that okay, get your PR through a Brazilian woman. They won't tell you the this in there, the bot in there. Is that same? That's the bot there that is that same person. You have to use that same person throughout the process. So in case you have a Brazilian lady you are dating, or you're on you guys are marriage or married, you guys have to be together to get your what naturalization. If not, you can't get your naturalization after getting your PR. You have to give it to a child here in Brazil before you can get your naturalization through that child. So before going into it, think very well. Be wise about it. Be wise about it. Because I see most people in my DM, Manuel, can you link me? Can you hook me up with a Brazilian woman? can you link me up with a Brazilian man? Me, I don't do hook up. That's one thing about it. I don't do it. I don't do it. So if you are lucky to see someone to help you to do it, just tell the person, hope this person will also be there till I get my what my passport. If not, you can't get your passport. You only get your PR. So there are ways which can get your oh god your naturalization is if you give birth to a child here in Brazil. Yes, that's how it works. So you have to be very careful. This video is going to be very, very short. It won't be too long because I'm just talking on this particular content using a Brazilian to get your PR before getting your naturalization. So you have to be very, 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 very careful. That's the law here in Brazil. The same person you used to get your PR, your permanent resident, is the same person you are going to use to get your naturalization. If that person is not available again, you can't get your naturalization here in Brazil unless you give birth to a child here. Yes, that's how it works here in Brazil. So I can say maybe tomorrow they might change their law, but as of today, as of when I'm making this video, I'm posting this video, that's how it works here. So the same person you're using to get your PR is the same person, the same lady or the same man you're going to use to get your what naturalization. So you guys should know what you are doing when it comes to the country. Just plan yourself well before going into it. Do you get? Then the other ways which can get your PR are my other videos I posted already. So you can just go through it and thank me later. That's the end of today's content. I hope I am able to what to convince, not to confuse you. That before you get your permanent resident through marrying a Brazilian, you have to know that he or she must be the same person you're going to use to get your what? Your naturalization. He or she. And even doing even I've said so even doing the your PR processing or your naturalization, the police officer is to come to the house also to confirm if you guys are staying together, if you guys are staying together, or pictures, videos of you guys together and everything. So it takes sort of things. So if you are doing that, just know that you have to do it very, very clean. Very, very clean. Even so to spoil all the processing. So guys, see you in my next video. Please guys, kindly like, subscribe, share, comment. I love you guys. See you guys in my next content.